Welcome, everybody, to your friendly hosts, Andy and Collins. And today we're going to run through OMail again. Now, I stress again because there's a couple of extras that we want to highlight that perhaps we didn't before. But also, when you're offering or sharing this with others, it's imperative that you understand these things to make it easier for you. So, Collins, say hello.
Hello, everyone. Welcome again to our OMail, the second edition of OMail. And as Andy said, the reason why we are doing this is because we wanted to sync, especially to all the founders and those who are coming new, who really miss our first edition of OMail. So welcome, everyone. We're happy and glad that you are here with us to talk about OMail.
Okay, so let's get straight into it then, Collins. First of all, tell us, what is OMail all about? What makes it so different from what we have with Yahoo and Gmail and there's lots of features we've included in here. So, for instance, explain to me about speech to text and text to speech.
All right, Andy, thank you very much. Let's look at the real definition of OMail before we go to the features. So OMail, is the unpassive emailing system, which is in the market now. It's already there live. It's a free mailing system like any other email, but has more features than any other emails we know in the market. And it is AI driven. It's built with AI from scratch. All integrated within our ecosystem. So OMail is one of the best we have in the market now, which there is no comparison because it has lots of features as compared to the others in the market currently. So we look at one of the features Andy just mentioned, which is speech to text. If you look at speech to text, what does that mean? It means you are speaking and the system is writing what you are speaking. So it's dictating for you. You don't have to go and type everything again. The only thing you need to do is just to look at it, and the system will give you options if there's spelling mistakes or maybe semicolon or full stop or capital letter. The system will highlight all of those places, because you remember when you are speaking, you don't say full stop, semicolon. So all of those things doesn't come. You just speak, straight up, and then the system can, when you stop, the system will just highlight areas that full stop need to be added, semicolon need to be added, capital letter, all of that, little things, adjust it and make it nice for you. That is speech to text. Just imagine you have a system, a system that can do this for you. Won't you jump and say, you know what, this is really a game changer for me? And that's one of the features in OMail, speech to text. Now we can look at text to speech. Oh, that's what Andy want to say. You want to go to the next one?
Yes, I do. But speech to text, as you mentioned. Now, this makes life easier for everybody, and it's a total and utter time saver. Now, I don't know about you, but my spelling isn't particularly bright, and I have to go back through with all the highlighted, words that have been misspelled, etc. And my English isn't particularly great either. So this is a game changer, guys. You can talk to your computer and it will write your email for you. This is phenomenal. It is such an easy, simple solution and time saver. So yes, carry on, Collins.
So now I think the next one you talk about is text now to speech system with a function, that can read your email or your letters for you. So imagine you have a job where you have thousands of email, to be read. You have all of that. You need to go through each and every email. And there is a system whereby you can just relax and the system will read for you. OMail has this 100% driven, 100% AI. So you can choose both female or male readers to read for you. The system already have it. Do you want the system to read for you as a female? Yes. Do you want the system to read for you as a male? Yes. So Andy, tell us what will happen.
So think about this, guys. You're the first thing in the morning, you've sat down, you've got a morning coffee, you're sitting there thinking, okay, let's look at the emails, and you go, oh, hold on a second, I've got loads of these. Right, let's just click on that one and get it to talk to me while I sip my coffee. How easy is that, guys? This is phenomenal. This makes life so much easier. And again, it's a time saver because you can be sorting out your desk. Mine's normally a mess and I know where everything is, but I have to find things that I want. So listen to an email, I've got my stuff ready. And while I'm listening to the email, I'm writing a list of things that I need to get done for that day. Perfect. This is so simple, so easy. So yeah, absolutely. And along with that, then we've also got video emails. So tell us a little bit about that, Collins.
Well, video email is also one of the functions within OMail, where you can just record, video yourself or send a video mailing by recording yourself or recording what you are doing, say, oh, you know what, Andy, this is what I was talking about. Andy, I told you it's white, and this is the white paper I was talking about. So you can see for yourself that what Andy was saying is, so I can visually see what Andy was talking about. Andy, do you know the pen I told you, the new laptop I bought? This is it. This is the mark, because sometimes when you describe something that you cannot, sometimes people want to see, the visualization of something for them to understand. So video mailing gives you that ability where you can talk and video what you're saying, video expression, and you can just send it to the recipient. So Andy, what do you think?
Now, I think it's phenomenal, but we have to understand that at the moment, my understanding is, Collins, that Hotmail and Yahoo and Gmail are not set up to be able to receive these. So it's going to be a system where we can send within OMail to others, and you get video calls. So all your friends, all your family, you just do them a little video. Hi, sis. It's me again. Here's something I wanted to show you, that blah, blah, blah. So perfect. Yes. And as the system expands and we have more and more people on, again, just think of the message that you can do, a sales message, because let's face it, we know today that YouTube is now a larger or greater search engine than Google, because people are more interested in watching something than actually reading something. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so if you're doing a video email and you're talking to them and they can see you, your message is far likely to get across more than it would do if you just send them something to read. So again, that's a big issue, guys. Okay, so we know that when we send things through, normally, if it's a certain size, if we're using Gmail, for instance, we have to go through and use the cloud to upload it to the cloud and then download it and blah, blah, blah. What's the situation here? Because my understanding is we've got unlimited file sizes that we can send through.
Yes, Andy, we have unlimited file size, and you can send it with, you can send any file format. You can send maybe Excel, CSV, you can sell PNG, the PNG, you can sell photo, you can send Excel, all of that. So, and it's unlimited. That's one of the things. So the system doesn't consider the size. So you just look at it, and the moment you send it, whatever file size, the system ONPASSIVE OMail accepts it, and you can just fire it through. But again, within OMail, as we talk about file size, we don't know if the other mailing system can handle that when we fire them through to other external mailing system. But ONPASSIVE can handle any file size and format.
Now, again, from let's just think of this on a personal level for the moment, guys. So I've got some photos that I want to send to my parents or my sister or friends. And the problem is with photos or pictures, you can attach 2 or 3 at a time, and then it gets too big and the email won't allow you to send it. But just think about this. I've got 8,000 photos. If I wanted to share 8,000 photos with my folks, how many emails is that, guys? That I'd be here until next year trying to do it. That's ridiculous. But with this system, I can send them all through in one go. Music, same thing applies. I mean, I've got lots of music I'd love to be able to send across to my sister and brother-in-law and what have you, but I can't do that because the file sizes are too large. So what we end up doing is putting it on a hard disk, and then I have to post it, and the post, you know, if it gets banged about, oftentimes it never reaches them. So this is nice and straightforward and nice and easy. And the more people that come on to and start using OMail, the easier it is going to be able to send things across to those that mean a lot to you. And when it comes down to business, we used to have to send lots of files together for a piece of business. So if you've helped a client out and organized the pension, there's lots of paperwork involved. You have to scan everything, send it through. Oftentimes the scanning is so large that it won't go through. So you have to do 5 or 6 emails. Now, this leads me nicely on to encryption, because, again, we know that the privacy laws with things like Yahoo and Hotmail and Gmail and what have you, these emails can be read. Right? So there's no encryption, there's no security here. But what's the difference with OMail? Tell us about the encryption that we have.
Yeah, so with OMail, every data is encrypted. So as we already know, ONPASSIVE doesn't share data, and your data are not exposed. So it's stored within database and within the ONPASSIVE data center. So, and everything, we have end-to-end encryption within ONPASSIVE. You know, our CEO always tells us that there's always, you know, there is an end-to-end encryption. When we ask that question, how is the safety and the security of this end-to-end encryption? And there is no way someone can just get your data. It's gone. When you send it, it's just from the sender to the recipient. These are the people who sees the email, the first person who sent it and the last person who receive it. Just the sender can receive it, but within the way, you know, from the source to the end is all encrypted.
So let me get this straight, Collins, because again, if we try and send files through to institutions, they have to be encrypted or password protected, and so you've got to again send 2 or 3 emails with a passcode, and then another one for that to go to open the part, and so on. So what you're telling me is I can send you an email and no one is going to be able to look into that email, and only you are going to be able to open it and view it.
Yes. So when I send it and they say I'm sending something to you, I'm the sender, right?
Yeah.
So I've read my email, that's it. When I send it, it passes through secure channel. So there is no middle person who can just like go in and they say, oh, this is what Andy said. Oh, I can read it. I know about it. You know, so it's encrypted from my end right to your end. So the recipient now can just click and then see the email. So if there is someone using your laptop or everything, the person can click because it's your laptop, it's your message, or the person log in from your end, except you give your password to someone to log in, the person will see your email. But that transit, that movement from my end to your end is encrypted. So that's what it means by encryption.
Yeah, now this is an interesting point that I want everyone to understand. I had to do some checking on this because I wasn't entirely sure, but the new iOS update for your iPhone and your phones basically gives iOS permission to look into your apps, your email apps. So if you have Yahoo, Gmail and Hotmail on your phone, they have permission, iOS has permission to look at the email that you've got in there already in storage, look at an email that you're sending, delete an email that you're sending because they don't like what you've written, or delete your account entirely. Did you know that? Because most people don't. Right now, that to be fair with you, Collins, that frightened the life out of me when I found that, and I just thought this is ridiculous. We need OMail, because OMail is encrypted. We don't sell data. We don't need to sell data. And this is where the vast majority of these companies like Facebook and Google and YouTube and what have you, they thrive on data. They survive on data because that's what the value, or their company's value, is made up of, the data they're able to sell. So this is good. All right, so that leads me nicely onto this lockbox. Tell me a little bit about the lockbox.
So when we look at log folder, I call it log folder or logbox. So it's just one of the functions as well within OMail, where you can create a log folder. Say you have a lot of folders, your inbox, outbox, all of those box. But you can create one yourself to say, all right, all the important emails, I want to put them there. It's like a save, and only it's password protected. So you have a password for it. Say, for instance, you sharing your email with someone, you create that log folder. You and only you alone know the password. So you can come, enter, click on that folder. It will ask you for the password. You enter the password, then the log will, the folder will enable you to go in and read the email. And then you can click on it again. The system will lock it for you again.
Now, this also leads me nicely into the email rules. You can set up email rules. Now, what does that mean, Collins?
So you look at email rules, which is really a very beautiful function. Say you can create a rule, say, all right, I want all the emails coming from Andy, every email sent by Andy, send a copy to my log folder. So you set it up. They'll ask you, who do you want the email coming from, the sender, from your contact. You said, okay, ABC from my contact, every email from this contact go into my log folder. So you set up your log folder first, you set the rules, you set where the recipient email, and then every time an email, those recipient or the contact, your contact sent you an email, what will happen? The system will copy part of that email. The email will go into your inbox, right? But a copy of that email will go to the site, to the log folder, or any folder you want the system to direct it to.
Fantastic. So again, if I take my laptop to work, for instance, and I've got privileged information on from that I want to keep separate from my work, I just simply put everything in the log folder.
Yes, and look at it, Andy, the game changer of this. Say you are a director of your company. You're sharing, you have like email, your secretary, they can go and read your email. This function is so great, because what if they delete it? It's a confidential email, right? And maybe they nick something, or the person is complaining about somebody within your organization. The person read it and delete it without you've noticed. But you've set all those particular mail from coming from that client, from all the clients, to make a copy to your log folder. So once they delete it, you still have a copy.
Right, fantastic. So nothing can hide. That's great. Now that also that kind of leads on to unlimited storage. I understand that we have unlimited storage within our OMail system. So what does that really mean? We've got unlimited file sizes that we can send through, but what does it really mean?
So it means, like most of the free emailing system, they always give you limited storage, like 5 GB or this. And when your storage facility is full, you can either delete it, or they'll just tell you, no, you're full now. Please, you need to pay for more storage. If you want more, you have to pay for it. But ONPASSIVE is giving you unlimited storage. Means doesn't matter how many emails that's coming through, what your activities are, there is always space. ONPASSIVE can accommodate all what you are doing. They can store it for you without charging you.
Fantastic. Okay, so we have things like read receipts. Now I know how they work because I've used them before with certain email systems like Outlook, but the problem with Outlook is if your computer goes poor, you lose everything. You can't get it back. Whereas this is, on passive and in our cloud, so it's not a problem. But tell us a little bit more about read receipts. How can you set this up? Because again, my understanding is that not only can you see if someone's read the email, they've also opened it.
Yeah. So it's part of the function. So you can go to your setting, set every email, every email you send out as read receipt. So the moment you enable it, and I send an email to you, Andy, you can either accept read receipt or decline it. The moment you decline, I know you declined it, but you've read it. And you read it, you accept it. It tells me the time that you accept the email. It means you have already read the email. There is no way you can say, oh, I didn't receive the email. That's a function because it's there.
You can't hide. Excellent. You can't hide. Oh, no, that's brilliant. Okay, so this again kind of leads nicely onto the analytics, or what we call the OMail dashboard. So what's in the OMail dashboard? What parts are in there that's going to help us with understanding how the system's working?
So the OMail dashboard is just an analysis of all your email activity, your mailing activity. So it tells you the number of email in your inbox, number of email in your outbox, deleted emails, locked folders. It gives you a total overview of all the emails that you've received and send out, all the activities within all the folders that you have, your folder structure. So you can say, wow, in a year, I received X amount of email. My goodness, I didn't know that I received. So it gives you that overview within the settings. You go to settings, it's there. So you can look at it and analyze it and say, wow, I have this. I didn't know.
Phenomenal. So guys, there it is. At the end of the day, we have our own system. We have a system that is encrypted and totally secure, unlike what you use at the moment. As I said, iOS now has the capability, and you've signed to say the privacy laws. They can go into your email, delete an email, read an email, or delete your account if they wish to. So be aware of that. Ours is totally encrypted, but there are so many other features that we've covered today. Is there anything else you want to say along the way then, Collins?
So again, there is no spam folder. Someone said, where is the spam folder? We don't have spams because ONPASSIVE is taking care of all the spams. So the moment you receive an email, you can accept it or say, no, you don't want it, and the email will go.
Yeah, that's phenomenal. But what happens if I accidentally cancel an email that I think, oh damn, I could have done with that one?
Yeah, so if you know the person, the sender, you can tell them and say, please, can you send the email back? And then they can resend it, you accept it, and then it will go straight into your email.
Okay, folder. So once it's accepted, unless I change that rule, it's always going to be accepted.
Yes. Okay. So, and that's one of the beauty about OMail. And there's really lots and lots of different features. Just something came in my mind, but it just disappeared again, which I wanted to talk about. But
it's never called mind. Senility, my friend.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, guys. Well, thanks ever so much for joining us today. We haven't seen any questions, I'm afraid, in there, but hey ho. Hopefully, we've been able to cover everything. Thursday, we're going to do 7 o'clock, 2 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time again, and we're going to be running through ONET and what its features and benefits are there. So, guys, please join us for that. So it's goodbye from me, and I shall pass you across to Collins to say.
So I just want to say goodbye. One of the features I wanted to add was our contact folder. You have to set a contact for you to be able to go and make partial or full search of that contact. If you don't set it, there is nothing. Unlike the other emailing system, when you receive it, it just go and just save in your contact. But with ONPASSIVE, you have to set all the people you want them to be in your contact. So if I want to send email for Andy and Andy is in my contact list, I can just search for Andy. And if there are many Andy, I can see Andy back. I say, yeah, this is the Andy I want. Select and then send by email straight away. So you have to
Brilliant.
save it, and that's beautiful.
Well, that's it. That's good, because at the end of the day, I get so many emails from people, and half the time I don't want them. But there's a set number, if you like, of contacts that I want in there. And for instance, in my Yahoo account, I've got 8,000 odd contacts. I don't know half of these people. I don't know where they've come from. But anyway, all good. All right, excellent. Well, guys, please come and join us again on Thursday, same time. We will be running through ONET and its phenomenal features and benefits of that, and what we can do and can't do that are free to use. I'm sure that we'll cover everything. Please, if you've got questions for us at any point, please do make sure that you leave them in the comments section under our videos. We'll have a look at those and try and add them in, or make your comments live on the day. Thanks very much.
Thank
See you later.
Bye. Hope
Bye.
you did enjoy it. Bye.